Is Venezuelan oil the main interest of the US? Venezuela, the world's largest proven oil reserves, but it only accounts for less than 1% of the global oil production. Nevertheless, many think the US government's main interest in Venezuela is to access that oil. Take a look at this report telling you more about that.
Aboard Air Force One, US President Donald Trump reiterated what many believe is his main interest in Venezuela.
Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back. We're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go.
For decades, the US was a key partner of the Venezuelan oil sector, with major oil companies investing heavily in the country. ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips left the country in 2007 in the aftermath of the Chavez revolution. Only Chevron stayed, and in 2022 the company was given an exemption to resume crude oil exports from its joint venture operations in Venezuela. Since October 2025, Chevron is allowed to produce oil again in the South American country. Since the US imposed sanctions on Caracas state-owned oil company PDVSA in 2019, oil production and exports collapsed. Now Venezuela produces only 1 million barrels per day. China is the largest buyer of Venezuelan oil. According to an analysis by the US Energy Information Administration, 2/3 of oil exports in 2023 went to China and 23% to the US. New investments of US companies in Venezuela could face serious challenges.
If American companies come to Venezuela to launch oil projects, they will have to replace Russian and Chinese interests in this country. Russia has invested over $17 billion, and the Chinese companies over $20 billion in the oil industry of Venezuela. And I don't think they will be very happy to see their investments lost.
For example, in November last year, Venezuela's National Assembly approved a 15-year extension of the joint ventures between state company PDVSA and a unit of Russia's Saroveshneft that operate 2 oil fields in the South American country's western region. In August 2025, China Concord Resources Corp began developing 2 Venezuelan oil fields with plans to invest more than $1 billion. China strongly condemned the US attack on Venezuela. The country is home to the world's largest proven oil reserves, with more than 300 billion barrels available. Companies from several countries will race to increase their production there, but how fast they're able to get in will be determined by political developments.